Project DeepSpeak is a supervised machine learning model. It can classify someone as speaking or not speaking based upon an image of their face. So that would have been useful in that situation.
Imagine presenting your final PowerPoint, the one that will determine your future. You begin speaking, confident and proud, until you realize something. You're muted. There's nothing more damaging to your massive ego than speaking into a muted mic in front of 200 people who are watching you present about your AI product. So to protect the delicate feelings of sensitive business people and students across the world, DeepSpeak was invented. Our application can detect whether or not someone's speaking based on an image of their face, which helps you not mess up our product. Become the fragile person you've always wanted to be and never hear someone tell you to unmute again.
Video calls today have many problems, and for an example, you can accidentally be muted and speak when nobody can hear you. And some services notify you when you're speaking, but these notifications are unhelpful and will block your screen when you're just speaking to yourself.
And that's why DeepSpeak can solve most of your problems with being muted on video calls. DeepSpeak can improve existing unmute reminders on platforms like Zoom, so they're specific to speaking and they account for visual components. By detecting if you're speaking, DeepSpeak can make sure your audience doesn't get confused.
To train our model, we used a dataset from Kaggle for visual voice activity detection. Notice that all the images are localized on the face, which is something we'll cover when we talk about the model.
To start off, our group drew bounding boxes, which are the boxes around the mouth, on the lips of each talking person in our data set. We trained a YOLO model using this, YOLO V3, which is, well, it's basically a model using this data, but the results are poor and it was lacking on predicting on each frame and drawing the bounding box.
With the help of our TA Connor, we engineered a new end-to-end binary classification model that took image regions detected to be faces and classified them as speaking or not speaking. The results of this model were much better and predictions were much faster, allowing us to work with real-time video. To make our project possible, we used the following tools. Now we will transition to the project demo.
All right, so I'm going to do the demo since Willem was having some computer problems setting it up earlier. So there's a few things to kind of cover. One thing is that this will be up and like hosted for everyone to play around with once the sites are on the AI Camp website. We ran into some problems with using like WebSockets, if anyone knows what those are, that prevented them from being deployed now. So, and also just another thing too, in this demo specifically, just so that we can take a look at like what the model is doing. When it detects that you're talking, it's going to put a bounding box around your face. And then, oh yeah, sorry. There was another kind of change we tried to implement that we ran out of time doing too, where basically had a timer so that like, if it detected you speaking, it would like wait a certain amount of time to check if you were speaking again, to make sure it wasn't going in and out all the time. Because of the way we engineered it, it was pretty hard to implement sort of last minute. So I'll show the demo now. So you can see in that case, when I'm not talking, it didn't have the bounding box. But you can see here when I'm talking, it has the bounding box for most of the time that I'm saying things right now. And when I'm stopping there, it goes away. It's a little bit sensitive to my position in the frame as of like late. You got to kind of find a sweet spot in it. This is a pretty difficult problem to solve too, just kind of generally. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, no, sorry. but overall, I think it does a pretty good job of telling whether you're talking or not talking. I think this could be useful for all the applications we went over. All right, that's the project.